Octopush, also known as sort of underwater hockey, is a team game played at the bottom of a pool with short sticks, a lead weight, 2 goals, fins, mask, snorkel. It's as chaotic as it sounds.
Good players can manipulate it by flicking it. Another thing they do is turn on it so they protect it in tattles. There's no specific goalkeeper. Usually the person who protects the goal is a rather large person, plays towards the back. It's become a lot more tactical now. There's a lot of passing now goes on. Some people I've actually seen at the shallow end, when the puck is on the bottom of the pool, can flick it so it goes up onto the side of the pool.
So I'm the documentary filmmaker of Beneath the Surface, the World of Octopush. I was introduced to the sport about 2 months ago by the university team, and ever since I've been hooked.
I was in my 3rd year of my undergrad and I just quit badminton because I loved it, but I was terrible. I was looking for another sport to pick up. I hadn't been a swimmer since I was about 15, so I wasn't really feeling fit enough to join the swim club. I saw Octopush and thought, who can expect me to be good at that? And that is the thought process, and it's worked. I'm still here 3 years later.
Well, I was a founder member of the Liverpool University Sub-Aqua Club in 66 going on 67. There were a group of us who did our training. During the winter, it became a bit boring because we didn't go on many dives. We didn't have the equipment. We didn't have the warm enough equipment to go on open water dives. I'm not quite certain how we heard about it, but we did hear of a game that had been played by people in other sub-aqua clubs called Octopush, and apparently it was invented by a sub-aqua club in Southsea to keep them fit during the winter. So we decided we'd try it. We found out the equipment that you require. Most of it was relatively simple because it was mask, fins, a water polo helmet. That was to protect the ears. The only specialist pieces of equipment we needed were small bats, which we found we could make ourselves out of wood. The puck, I've forgotten exactly how we came across it, but we ended up playing with circular weights, and sometimes we didn't have the weights, so we ended up playing with things that looked a bit like ashtrays.
I originally used to swim at university. During my PhD, I was dragged along by a diver of the club called Rosie Horner. She said, basically, come along, you won't regret it. Got in the pool the first time, had no idea what I was in for, hadn't looked it up, got taught a little bit about the game, and then basically it was 3, 2, 1, go, and I fell in love with it.
My favourite thing about the sport is probably the community aspect. We have really good connections to quite a few of the universities around here, and because it's such a niche sport and we really want everyone to try it and join in, everyone's just so friendly, regardless of whether you're a natural ability or not.
The Octopush community is really special. I mean, take me for example. I've come in as a documentary filmmaker and I've been welcomed into this community. Everyone I've encountered has been so friendly and so nice.
The Octopush community is really welcoming, no matter how little experience you have, no matter what age you are. And as I say, I've joined up with people in South Africa, New Zealand, and then when we go on tournaments, after the tournament everybody goes for a meal, and so everybody mixes together and they all have a big, there's a lot of banter goes on and so on.
And if you want to know exactly how I was introduced to Octopush, it went a little bit like this.
Yeah, you come along, you have a go.
No, I'm not sure, Chris.
Well, all you need to do is put on the basic equipment, swim up and down, snorkeling, see what you feel like, and then see if you can grab a bat and have a go with the puck. Somebody will show you before the rest of the people here start playing, which is usually 9 o'clock.
Okay, well I might have to give it a go then. Thank you. Right, I'll get that off you.
Yeah, get it up.
Was it annoying you at all?
No.
Okay, good. And so that's exactly what I did. I geared up and I plunged headfirst into the world of Octopush. Initially, when I set out to craft this documentary, I never anticipated the warm embrace of such a welcoming and inclusive community. After learning how to pass, flick and maneuver the puck, I found myself gratefully welcomed into the team and ultimately representing them at Student Nationals.
Student Nationals is the big competition of the year for university students. It's at Leeds at the moment and it's being hosted by the national body that runs Octopush in this country.
When you play, they have a referee who's on the side and 2 water marshals. The water marshals swim around watching the play and indicate using hand signals when a foul's being committed. There are quite a lot of rules about how you should play.
If you're playing with a sub box in the water, during any point in the point, you can sub. So to sub out, you have to duck under the lane rope and bring your head out in the water. As soon as your head breaks the water, the person you're subbing with can dive in. Some of the fun things at the competition are, you met Sandra recently. She's still Simbin Sandra, because last Student National she got kicked out for 2 minutes. We had an illegal substitution go on and she was the closest one, so she was told to get out the pool. Everyone's there to sort of compete, have a bit of fun. Obviously that changes when you're at the higher levels, but we always go into a competition going, we'll be happy if we score a point. Yeah, well, we've had some success sometimes and we have more not success, but we're there to have fun, have a day out, and normally find something to do with other people and connect.
University of Liverpool came 10th in Student Nationals. They scored over 12 goals as a team. They were also the only team to score against York in the Plate Cup.
3 words to describe Octopush are fun, challenging and exciting.
Enthusiasm, exhaustion and camaraderie. Those are the 3 words. That's Octopush.
Friendly, I think friendly. Friendly community. Weird. Let's go with friendly community.